Thank you so much for your attention. Welcome to our presentation. Our names are Esteban Zárate Mejía and Abiel Gerardo Santos Hernández. And we are presenting our research proposal called Reducing Foreign Language Anxiety Through Monologues in University Students. This is a research under development. Next. First, we need to emphasize the key concept, foreign language anxiety. This is a complex blend of self-perceptions, beliefs, feelings, attitudes, and behaviors related to classroom language learning. Here, it's very important as language professors to bear in mind how students feel when they are performing, for instance, in oral activities. If they have some fears of negative evaluation, probably evaluation from themselves, their peers, or also the evaluation taken by teachers. In that case, we as language teacher may promote a stable situation in which students feel confident when they are performing oral activities. So, next. The objective of this research is to know the impact of the use of socioaffective strategies employed by university students to gain confidence and reduce foreign language anxiety when performing monologues, that is a typical oral activity. Next. And in order to reach this objective, we propose this general question, research question, that is, how can the use of socioaffective strategies help basic English students to reduce foreign language anxiety levels when performing monologic tasks? And the sub-questions, that is, first, which elements foster foreign language anxiety when English students perform oral activities? The second sub-question, which socioaffective strategies are used by English students when performing oral activities? And third, how confident are students when performing monologues?
And then we have the theoretical framework that our key concept is foreign language anxiety. And the first thing that we need to be aware of is what is foreign language anxiety. And foreign language anxiety is characterized by feeling of tension, apprehension, nervousness, negative emotional reaction, and worry associated when we are learning the second language, okay? And then goes the speaking that, according to Noonan, 1995, is to say words orally and to communicate as a talking or to making a request and to making a speech. And also, for the purpose of this action research, we are going to use monologic task that can be defined as a extended piece of discourse that an individual produces for an audience that can be in a formal or in an informal way. Uh, as teachers, we are, and also learners, we need to be aware that there are learning strategies that can help us to develop a better learning process. And in this action research, we are going to apply socioaffective strategies that are taken from Rebecca Oxford. And there are 4 different socioaffective strategies that are minimizing negative emotions, building positive attitudes, activating supporting emotions, belief, and attitude, and generating and maintaining motivation. Also, another aspect of foreign language anxiety is communication apprehension, that basically is defined as a type of shyness that arises from learning inability to adequately express mature thoughts and ideas when communicating with people. And this communication apprehension has 2 different variations, that is test anxiety and fear of negative evaluation, that basically these 2 kinds of anxiety are like equal because they have like they are reflected in the students' feelings, obviously in negative feelings when they are going to be assessed or evaluated. Also, we need to be aware that the roles of the emotion and affect in language learning are crucial. There goes anxiety and motivation in foreign language because students need to be motivated in order to reduce the anxiety when they are learning the foreign language. And trait anxiety and situational anxiety are um, are defined also as an emotional state an individual experience frequently or intensely that most people on the average is relating to and also is related to the individual personality. So the context of this action research that takes place with BA students taking a basic English course at the Language Center located in Jalapa. This is a group of basic English that is called EVAS 310, and we are going to apply different electronic devices such as Zoom meetings, Meet meetings, Eminus platform, and other educational platforms. So there goes the methodology that in order to be able to respond the research question of the present project, action research will provide the necessary tools to obtain answers to these inquiries. And we are going to take the chemical design of this action research. That is the plan, the action, observe, reflect, and again, revise the plan, the action, observe, and reflect. So for first, we plan the design of this action. Then the action is to apply the socioaffective stories through oral activities like monologues. After that, we are going to observe how these strategies are reflected and how students feel when performing such activities. And finally, we reflect on the students' performance and feelings to implement again the second cycle. Um, the, the data collection method that we are going to use are the online questionnaire, the semi-structured interview, and the teacher diary. The purpose of the online questionnaire is to identify the foreign language anxiety levels when students when performing oral activities. The semi-structured interview is addressed to no participant per section when performing oral activities, in this case, monologues. And finally, the teacher diary is to analyze the performance or feelings of students when participants are participating in oral activities.
So here we are conscious about some possible limitations. For instance, impossible face-to-face participants contact due to these healthy issues. However, through Zoom or Meet meetings, we may establish this virtual contact with our participants. The second issue is the scope of the study. So not all the students of the Language Center are going to take part. However, we may argue that a representative part of those students may resonate what the rest of the type of students may experience. So this is something valuable to consider and analyze. And third, the students' availability for interviews. Probably we may argue how we may establish a schedule. So through Zoom meetings, we may establish that arrangement with students. Therefore, it's going to be possible to interview the participants.
So the agenda that we are going to develop in the process of this action research is this one. It's divided in 8 weeks. So in the first week, there is going to be a data collection method that in this case is the online questionnaire. And then from the second week to the seventh week, there is going to be like the workshop. that is conformed of these of the students of the English group. And the task on the second week is going to be introducing themselves in order to know each other and also to know the objective of this workshop. On the third week, we are going to train the students in monologues, and the task is going to be like telling a story. On the fourth week, there is also the workshop, and it's going to be apply the first socioaffective strategies, that is activating, supporting belief and attitudes and training, also monologues. And the task is going to be like a responding and share activity. On the fifth week is also the workshop, and it's going to be applied the third socio-effective strategies, that is minimizing negative emotions. And this is related with the task that is going to be like share personal anecdotes. The 6 weeks is also the workshop and the application of the second socio-effective strategies, that is generating and maintaining motivation. And also the task is share personal anecdotes. On the 7th week, there is going to be applied in the workshop the 4 socio-effective strategies, that is building positive attitudes. And the task is going to be like giving a talk. And in this case, this could be a presentation. And finally, there is going to be a data collection session that is reflected on the semi-structured interview.
Some of the references that are going to be used and that are up to now consulted. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you
your
very
attention.
much.